Hello Leo, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Leo for the week of March 7th. Now Leo, do keep in mind this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, Leo, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. Make sure you use the link in the description below because I only have one Instagram account. Do not follow anyone else pretending to be me. But at any rate, let's see what we have here for you. Now, if you watch my content regularly and you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. So we have that Tower card coming forward here that came out when I was shuffling. So it does not surprise me to see that for you, but I'll get into why that is not a big deal as we go along. Let's go ahead and take 3 cards to clarify, and then I'm also going to pull a few of these oracle cards here as well. And let's see what we have here. All right. Looks good to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Fool. So the Fool represents a powerful new journey that some of you may be kind of embarking on at this time. This card truly only comes forward when you are ready. And it's when you're ready to take a major leap of faith in a new direction. The Fool leaps forward without knowing where they're going. And with that, it's like the Fool doesn't really have attachments to the past. This is the energy of sort of being brand new to the world, being like a child, right? As if you were a child again. Children do not have attachments, right? They come into the world brand new. And this is the energy of the Fool, kind of trying to maybe connect with childlike wonder or your child self, but really just letting go of needing to know what the details are. And in fact, allowing the universe to handle the details for you as you move forward on a new path. This is the start of the major arcana, and it's the start of the Fool's journey through the major arcana. And so it's a powerful card. For me, it's the most powerful, or definitely one of the most powerful cards in the tarot that you can find. So definitely like to see that for you on the bottom. But taking a look here, you have an interesting reading. It's a mix of it's almost like a bittersweet energy, but we'll get into that as we go along. So in your current situation, you have the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups represents having total joy, happiness, celebrating with others. You can see the 3 friends or the 3 sisters here dancing on the cups above, and the cups are overflowing, spilling over with joy. And so for you, when you get this card, it can tell you to, you know what, Leo, have a little bit of fun, enjoy yourself. And whatever fun may mean for you, that may be going out with friends, it may be going on walks, it may be going on hikes, it may be watching a movie, or whatever the case may be, but this is telling you to enjoy yourself a little bit. And it can refer to your social circle or your social setting, your friend group, your community that you're a part of. So that could certainly be the case here for some of you. In the problem position, you have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is like the most passionate person in the room, especially at work. If you do find them working for somebody, which you won't always. The King of Wands is like a classic entrepreneur, so more likely than not, you'll find the King of Wands working for themselves. But if you do find them in an office setting, they are the most passionate person in the room, and they're capable of inspiring others to do great things. Now, this is in the problem position, okay? And so what can happen here in a problem position is it can say that perhaps there's some overconfidence happening. It could also say that in relationships, this person may bounce from person to person, especially as you have a social group here. This may be somebody who likes to date all the friends in the social group, right? Or like go from person to person. That can certainly be the case. I always like to say, like the King of Wands is sort of like Tinder energy, right? Whether that's good or that's bad, I'm not here to impose my view or my judgment on that. but I am saying, hopefully you get what I'm saying. This can be a quick type of relationship, a quick energy, but it's hard to sort of wrap the King of Wands down, if you will. And so I definitely feel like there could be, it might be player energy. I'm not completely sure on that. We do have the Seven of Swords in the future. But some of you may resonate with that. I'm not saying everybody's dealing with that, because you also have this Page of Wands as well. And wow, actually, I said ow. I meant to say wow. Wow, actually, you also have the Knight of Wands. So that is definitely Tinder energy. That is definitely like quick energy, okay? I try to keep it PG on my channel, but I think you can put it together here. So in the past, you have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is chaotic energy, potentially. This could be something that happens so quick that you barely even have a chance to catch your breath, or you barely even have a chance to process what happens. The Knight of Swords can represent something coming in or something going out, entry or exit in your life. And so for some of you, but it's an extremely quick event as well. And so there is quickness here. You have double knights in the tarot. When you get two or more knights, for me, that always says that there's like a busy period of time coming forward for you. And the Knight of Swords can talk about, like, if it's not about an event happening quickly, it can talk about like needing to take action. So this is in the past position. Someone acted unconsciously here, okay? I get the sense that there's the energy of regret here, because we have the Three of Cups around a social setting. And I would say, if this is you, if you feel like you regret something that you did, maybe at a friend outing or whatever the case may be, I would say try to release yourself, okay? Realize that you're a human, and just know that, like, people make mistakes. In the future position here, you have the Page of Swords. This is disappointing news or news of delay. It can also mean that you have a lot of ideas. Notice how we pretty much have a lot of fire and we have a lot of swords. There is a cups here, but we have a lot of fire and we have a lot of swords, and which is air, fire and air. And so that could be like a fiery conversation. Swords represents communication. And fire represents passion, and so it could have been like a passionate situation that happened. I'm definitely getting some love energy here for many of you, but I also think that this could be applied to any conversation, like with a friend as well. You might have had a heated exchange with a friend, something like that. On your thoughts, on your conscious awareness, you have the Tower. So this is an abrupt situation happening, okay? This card is feared by many people, but you should not fear this card, because the Tower is actually a blessing in disguise. If you notice, there are no doors on this Tower, and so this person built a prison. They unknowingly built a prison around themselves, and now what's happening is they are now having an opportunity to release themselves from the prison. And so it's always a blessing in disguise, and the Tower always takes you on the path of the star. And so remember, yes, there's a change. Yes, it can feel abrupt. Yes, it can feel shocking, but also know that it is leading you to probably a better place. In the subconscious, you have the Page of Wands. So the subconscious, this could be something coming through in dreams. It could be the hidden, the unknown, also how you're talking to yourself. Again, this is somebody who is passionate, fiery, lively, energetic, but it can also represent I'm just going to say like a hookup type of relationship here, with the King of Wands in the problem position and the Page of Wands below, with the Knight of Wands in the future as well. Now, for some people that may not be a problem, but for others that may not be what you are looking for. The Page of Wands, though, if this is not relationship, it could also be some sort of job offer or some sort of news of an opportunity coming forward. It's actually a really good card, but you have to take everything into consideration. So in the future, in the staff, in the direction that you are headed, and in your influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have the Knight of Wands. It's sort of like this Knight of Wands can represent you moving. Okay, this is a card that comes forward when you're ready to move zip codes, move postcodes, move to a new location, move far away from where you are now. It can also mean that you have a lot of talents, you have a lot of gifts, skills, and abilities that you're able to bring to the table. And so just like how the King of Wands will never be unemployed for very long, you could say the same thing about the Knight of Wands. And so you have these big wands energies here with almost, you have 3 of the 4 wands court cards. So I do wonder if some of you are giving yourself credit. If you're not here for love, I do wonder if some of you are giving yourself credit for the amount of skills and the abilities and talents that you have. In the external influence, you have the Empress. This is the mother archetype, and somebody could be placing an expectation on you, or something along those lines. But really, on the other end of it, the Empress is more about abundance and fertility in your life. I would say, if you're not interested in children, I would say be very careful. I would say take precaution, because this is a fertility sign in the tarot. But it's not just like conceiving children fertility, it's also about getting something off of the ground. Like if you're looking to start a project, looking to start a side hustle, looking to make an investment, the Empress says that you have the ability to plant those seeds right now and see them grow. And so it's a big card of resourcefulness. Now, in your hopes and fears, you have the Justice card. You're hoping that everybody gets the just outcome. The Justice card does say that everybody will get the outcome they deserve, but this is something that's going on in your mind. It's something that you're hoping for, or you're fearful that you've done something wrong, or some of you may feel embarrassed or something like that. I don't know why I'm just getting that type of energy with the 3 of Cups and the King of Wands. In the outcome, you do have the 7 of Swords, which can be lying, cheating, stealing. It can be a sign of a third-party situation with the 3 of Cups involved, especially with the King of Wands in the problem position. So some of you may be dealing with that, but the 7 of Swords could also push you to really make a strategy, really to come up with a game plan and potentially figure out a way how to take a clever approach to something in your life. So yes, so some of it really depends on what you are looking for, but I do feel like some of you are going to get clarity around something that has not been clear in the past. So let's go ahead and start to clarify this situation even more. So you have the 7 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. See, if you're here for love, what you really want is somebody who's stable. You really want somebody long-term. With the 7 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, for sure. You're looking to build your empire with somebody if you're here, and I don't know that the King of Wands is going to provide that. I could be wrong, but that's just my intuitive feeling. The other thing, though, is if you're here for business and career, this is a very good combination, because the 7 of Pentacles says that you have the ability to have a long-term investment pay off, and the King of Pentacles says that you have solid and healthy routines and habits in your life. The King of Swords may say that you are acting and taking control of your life with authority. So pretty good clarifications there, but it really just depends on what you're here for. Now, you also have meditation brings answers, perfect timing, and remain positive. So yeah, I mean, it's almost like some of you are waiting to hear back about a situation that happened in a friend group or a social circle, or while you were out or something. And then others of you are waiting for some sort of financial situation to come around. And I would say, like, this looks like very good for that. It's just probably not going to happen on your timeline. It'll happen in divine timing. You also here have Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul, Summer, bask in joy and light, as well as Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. I think this is extremely important for you. This be open to healing information, it could come in March, but it could also unfold over the next couple months for you as we head into spring and the summer seasons. And I would really trust your gut here, because yeah, there's something, there's going to be some sort of like situation that comes about, whether, you know, whatever you've been in the dark on, whatever you've been waiting for with double knights and all of this swords and fire energy, you will absolutely get the answer that you've been waiting for. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. Take care, and I will see you in the next reading.